Let's start with a simple question. How often do you hear yourself saying, "I can't because"? Think about it. Excuses are everywhere. They're the stories we tell ourselves to stay comfortable, to avoid risks, and to justify inaction. They sound like, "I don't have the time," "I'm not good enough," "It's not the right moment." Here's the truth. Excuses steal your future. They keep you stuck, small, and safe. Today I'm here to challenge you to break free from the grip of excuses, to stop letting them run your life. Because when you learn to ignore excuses, you unlock your full potential. Excuses are easy to make because they feel true. But what are they, really? Excuses are just barriers your mind creates to protect you from discomfort. Excuses give you an escape. They let you off the hook. Excuses feels logical. They're built on half-truths like, "I don't have enough resources," or "I'm not ready." Excuses create limits. They turn challenges into walls instead of doors. But the most dangerous thing about excuses, they stop you before you even start. They rob you of your chance to try, to fail, and to grow. Think of a time when you overcame an excuse in your own life. Maybe you pushed through exhaustion to meet a deadline, or you showed up for something even when it wasn't convenient. Those moments prove that you're stronger than any excuse. Why do we let excuses control us though? Fear of failure, rejection, or looking foolish. Comfort. It's easier to stay in our comfort zone than to face uncertainty. Also doubt. We don't trust ourselves to succeed, so we avoid trying. But here's the thing. Excuses feel safe, but they're actually dangerous. Every time you make an excuse, you reinforce a mindset of limitation. You teach yourself to settle instead of striving for more. Now, when you stop making excuses, everything changes. Here's what happens when you take control. You take responsibility. Excuses shift the blame to outside circumstances. Ignoring excuses put the responsibility and the power back in your hands. You build momentum. Action beats excuses every time. When you take one step forward, even if it's small, you create momentum. And momentum is what leads to results. You prove yourself wrong. Most excuses are based on assumption. I can't do this. When you ignore them, you often realize you're capable of far more than you thought. Now, how do you overcome excuses? 1, you recognize the excuse. The first step is awareness. Pay attention to the excuses you tell yourself. Are you saying, "I don't have time," or "I'm not talented enough," and you name it? Number 2, challenge the excuse. Ask yourself, is this really true? If it is, ask, What can I do despite this? Most excuses crumble when you challenge them. 3. Take immediate action. Don't give the excuse time to grow. Take action immediately, even if it's small. If you're too tired to exercise, do 10 push-ups. If you feel too inexperienced to start a business, spend 15 minutes researching. Action kills excuses. Now, excuses are habits you can break. Here's the good news. Excuses aren't permanent. They're just habits, patterns of thinking that can be unlearned. Every time you choose actions over excuses, you weaken that habit. Over time, excuses lose their power, and you build a mindset of resilience, accountability, and determination. When you ignore excuses, you don't just change your life, you inspire others to do the same. Imagine what could happen if everyone in this room decided to stop making excuses. Imagine the businesses started, the goals achieved, the lives transformed. Your courage to act as a ripple effect. It shows others what's possible. Close your eyes for a moment. Think about an excuse that has been holding you back. Maybe it's, I don't have time, or I'm not good enough. Now imagine pushing that excuse aside. See yourself taking the first step towards your goal. Feel the excitement, the momentum, the possibility. Hold on to that feeling and remember that future is within your reach. Let me leave you with a challenge. What's one excuse you can ignore today? Write it down, cross it out, replace it with an action. Remember, excuses are nothing more than stories. You have the power to rewrite them. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the excuse you're holding on to. Let it go. Take action and see what happens.